Hey, the crickets and all that nature stuff is very loud. So, hi. Um, I've been feeling very withdrawn lately. Like, I don't know what to share, how to share it, because I don't feel super connected with myself. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. There's a lot of fear and anxiety going around the world. Um, so, basically, I just feel like being raw and open with my feelings lately because I feel like I'm not alone in this, and it feels like someone might benefit from somebody else talking about feelings that they might be able to relate to. So I'm just gonna try to talk it through. I didn't write anything down, and I'm just hoping that it'll come out nicely. So I've been reading this book lately called The Hidden Messages in Water, and some of you probably know it, maybe not. It's by this Japanese guy named, I think it's Masaru Emoto. Emoto is the last name, Emoto. And it's talking about vibrations basically in water and how water forms crystals. But like the main point that I'm taking away from this now is vibration and how everything vibrates. And the entire earth vibrates basically. And I feel like lately, with everything that's been going on, I'm sure I don't have to go into detail about what's been going on, but pandemic, COVID, riots, people being angry and upset, and politics stuff being totally like through social media. All that stuff has been creating a lot of fearful and anxious and hateful types of vibrations in the world. Oh, let me try it. Is that better? I think it is better. Whatever. Um, so I didn't even realize how anxious and scared I was of everything until like recently. I just felt like I started getting more emotional than I normally am, more anxious than I normally am, more withdrawn than I normally am, and I just don't really know where to put myself in the world. Um, and I feel like I don't really want to get very involved in everything. Like, I don't feel like I'm really connected to everything that's going on just because I feel like I'm just living in my own little world, my own little bubble. But it feels very lonely, especially that like everyone is sort of keeping their distance lately, or like it's more complicated to go places or see people, and I'm someone that like tends to travel a lot, so now I'm sort of like more like stuck in one place, I guess. And I'm really grateful for where I am. Like, it's so beautiful here. I'm at a farm that my family has owned for the last 3 years, and I've just been like hanging out here, and this is where I want it to be, really. But being here means that my social life is currently very, very small. It's just me and my partner, and occasionally some parents, some family. I love my family. Hello, bird. But I'm realizing that, like, we need friends, we need community around us, and lately, needing to be so socially distant and all that stuff, like, I don't know, it's getting to me more than I thought it would, and I think being alone is good sometimes, but being alone for too long can get a little difficult. And it's easy for me to ignore my feelings or ignore the fact that I'm feeling something until it reaches a certain point. And I feel like I'm at the point now where I'm realizing how crazy this whole thing is. And I don't feel like social media is good enough or has enough power to really keep us connected in the way that nature intended. I hope I'm making sense. I think I'm coming on here, and it's funny that I'm sort of reluctant to be on social media lately, but I guess because I've been in this space of, I guess I could call it loneliness, but that sounds more negative than I want it to sound. I guess I'm just reaching out for those of you that might be feeling similar feelings. Yeah. And I tend to not get too involved in like politics and world issues just because I feel like there's enough going on in my own brain. And I just want to try to care for myself as much as I can. And that requires a lot of energy as it is, so it's pretty exhausting to be, first of all, dealing with my own stuff, plus dealing with the vibration of the entire world. Yeah, these are just some raw feelings and emotions. And this video is mostly just for myself. It's for myself, it's to help myself express words and not be so afraid of the world. I'm afraid of the world lately, I think. I'm afraid of putting myself out there. Like, it's 2020, everything I say or do could be judged like crazy, just because there's so many voices and opinions out there, and I tend to be a people pleaser, and I just don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want to do the wrong thing, so I feel like I'm just kind of hiding in my own little bubble. But being alone is not going to benefit me in the long run. Yeah, I don't really know what I just said or whatever, but if this video makes you feel good, thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll see you next time.